Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to rearrange our code a bit and add a little bit of new code. Right now our robot, right when we start the game, he starts jumping right away, and he jumps once. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit our code. So we're going to go Window, Actions, to edit our Action Script 3 code. And what we're going to do is we already have this function here. Get rid of some spaces, clean this up a bit. We already have a function here that checks to see if he's jumping, and when he is jumping, it runs through this code, and it makes him go up 20 pixels, and his speed gets reduced, and then he comes back down. And then that occurs when his jumping is true. This means if jumping is true, and we set it to true. So if we change this back to false right away, he won't jump at the start of the game. So we go Control Test, and he does not jump. Okay, good. So what we want to do is make him jump when when the space bar is pushed. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an event listener right to the stage of our game. So we're going to say stage.add event listener, and you can add and remove listeners via code. And we're going to say keyboard event, and this is some built-in stuff in Animate, so it has a way to listen for key down events. And key down, I think I got that right. And then, yep, so it turned blue, so okay, we know we typed it correctly. And what's going to happen is you're going to notice at the top line of my code, Animate should add something here. We're going to say function space. By the way, I just created this function name. You can call it anything you want. I could call it spacebar is pressed. That's what I wanted to do. And so I'm going to have a function called space bar is pressed. And you could rename them, the function names, whatever you want. And I'm going to say it's an event, and what type? It's a keyboard event. And after I type this, you're going to notice something appear at the top of my code screen, and it appeared right here. So I've got this new. If this didn't appear for you, make sure you please type this. Write import space flash.events.keyboard event. Now Animate has the ability to listen for keyboard events. Okay, and then we're going to say what particular type of key we're looking for. We're going to say event, which is referring to this. If this event, if the key code is equal to, and you put two equal signs, and it has a built-in identifier for the space bar. And what we're going to do now is if space is pushed, we're going to say jumping is now set to true. Okay, so after we press the space bar, jumping is going to be true. So this code is going to run because this function is being listened for every single frame. So we enter frame, so it's constantly listening for this. And if jumping is true, then this code's going to run, and then jumping gets set to false when it's done. And every time we push a space bar, he should jump. Let's see if we typed it correctly. So here he is. I'm pushing the space. Yep, he jumped. Space bar, and space bar. Okay, good. So have fun making your robot jump by pushing the space bar. Okay, have fun.